Ministers, on the other hand, would be appointed from outside Parliament, focusing entirely on running their ministries. The idea here is to enhance the system of checks and balances. Are truly independent. Parliament could scrutinize government actions more effectively without its members being part of the executive branch. This could lead to better oversight, reduced executive dominance, and more accountability. It's a bold move that mirrors systems in countries like the United States, and it could fundamentally change the power dynamics in Accra. Next, a topic that often comes up in political discussions: presidential term limits. The committee took a firm stance on this. They explicitly noted that there is no constitutional provision for a third term for a president, reinforcing the existing two-term limit. This is a crucial point for democratic stability. By reaffirming this principle, the committee sends a clear message against the trend of third-termism that we've seen in some other parts of the continent. It's a vote of confidence in the peaceful and regular transfer of power, which is a cornerstone of any healthy democracy. So, for anyone wondering, the two-term limit is here to stay, and the committee wants to make that crystal clear. Now, here's a proposal that will definitely get people talking: extending the presidential term of office. The committee has recommended changing the presidential term from the current 4 years to 5 years. What's the rationale behind this? The argument often made for a longer term is that 4 years is simply not enough for a new government to fully implement its long-term policies and projects. The first year is often spent settling in and appointing officials. The last year is dominated by campaigning for re-election. This leaves only about 2 years for actual, uninterrupted governance. A 5-year term, proponents argue, would give the government a more stable and realistic time frame to deliver on its promises and undertake significant national development projects. It could reduce the constant cycle of campaigning and allow for more focused long-term planning. Of course, this is a major change. It would also mean that general elections would happen every 5 years instead of every 4. What do you think about this? Is a 5-year term a better model for Ghana? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. These are just a few of the key recommendations. The full report is a comprehensive document covering many other aspects of our Constitution. The submission of this report to the President is not the end of the journey. It's actually just the beginning of the next phase. President Mahama will now review the report with his cabinet. Following that, the government will likely issue a white paper, which is an official response outlining which recommendations it accepts, which it rejects, and which it wants to modify. The accepted proposals will then need to go through a complex legislative process to actually become law. Some changes might require a simple act of Parliament. However, for the more entrenched provisions, like the presidential term length, a national referendum will be necessary. That means the final decision will rest with the people of Ghana. You will get to vote on whether these proposed changes become part of our Constitution. This entire process highlights the participatory nature of our democracy. It began with consultations with the people, and it will end with a vote by the people. This constitutional reform process is a pivotal moment for Ghana. It's an opportunity to reflect on our journey as a nation and to build a more robust, accountable, and effective system of governance for the future. The work of Professor Prempa and his committee has laid a solid foundation for this national conversation. The debates that will follow in Parliament, on the airwaves, and in our communities will be vital. It's crucial for all of us to stay informed, engage with the issues, and participate in the process. This is about shaping the future of our beloved country. What are your initial reactions to these proposals? Do you support the separation of powers? What's your take on the 5-year presidential term? This is a massive topic, and I'm really keen to hear your perspectives. Let's start a conversation in the comments. This is your democracy, and your voice matters. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you found this breakdown helpful and want to stay updated on this and other important developments in Ghana, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We'll be following this story closely as it unfolds. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.